Imagine this. You're at work and a colleague is unexpectedly criticising a project you've poured your heart into. You feel your pulse racing, anger bubbling up, and the instinct is to snap back. But instead, you pause, take a deep breath, and respond calmly, asking for more detail. That moment of control, that's self-regulation in action. And it can make all the difference in how you handle life's curveballs. So, welcome back to the Emotional Intelligence series. Now, last time we explored self-awareness and I set you a challenge to take 24 hours to notice and label your emotions. So, how did it go? Were there moments when you caught yourself feeling something intense and took a second to reflect? So, drop your experience in the comments. I would love to hear how that exercise worked for you. So, let's get on to today's topic. So today we're diving into the second pillar, self-regulation. Because once you're aware of your emotions, then the next step is learning how to manage them. So let's talk about how to manage this skill. Firstly, definition. Let's look at that. So self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions or your emotional impulses and choose your responses carefully. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but rather finding the right way to express them. Think of it as having the ability to pause, make thoughtful decisions, instead of letting your emotions dictate your actions. But why is it important? So, why I think self-regulation is so important? Well, I believe it helps you stay composed in difficult situations, to communicate effectively, and even adapt when things don't go your own way. Without it, our emotions can control us, leading us to impulsive reactions that we might regret later. I think it's a skill that you can improve everything from your work performances to your personal relationships. So, signs of strong self-regulation. So, wondering if you have a strong sense of self-regulation. Well, here are some signs. 1. Staying calm under pressure. So when challenges arise, you don't lose your cool. 2. Adaptability. You adjust smoothly when plans change and staying focused rather than frustrated. 3. Owning your mistakes. You take responsibility for your actions instead of shifting the blame to someone else. 4. Thinking before speaking. You give yourself a moment to consider your response, which can reduce or prevent misunderstandings and even conflict. So, looking on maximising self-regulation, if this describes you, well done. But even if you're doing great, there's always room to grow. So here's how. So 1, practice the pause technique. So that is, take a deep breath in before reacting to anything emotionally charged. This helps you regain control and respond thoughtfully. 2, stay flexible. Life is unpredictable, so practice accepting change with an open mind and remind yourself that adaptability is a strength. It is not a weakness. 3, reflect on your emotional responses. Think how you handled a recent stressful situation and what could have you improved. And self-reflection is a powerful way to keep getting better. So, signs of poor regulation. Now, if you're thinking you might struggle with self-regulations, here are some signs or indicators. 1, reacting impulsively. Maybe you snap at people or make decisions you regret later. 2, you've got difficulty at managing that stress. You feel overwhelmed and unexpected changes or challenges really get you. 3, avoiding responsibility. You may find it hard to own up to your own mistakes. And 4, letting emotions drive decisions. Acting on feelings in the heat of the moment can potentially create more problems down the line. So what are the strategies to improve self-regulation? I'd say don't worry. This is something you can improve on. So here are some strategies. 1, mindfulness practice. So I'm talking about meditation or breathing exercises to stay present and be aware of your emotions. Another one, cognitive reframing. So this is you change how you view a stressful situation by focusing on what you can learn from it. Another one is distress tolerance. This is you gradually expose yourself to small stressors and practice calming techniques. It's like training your mind to stay resilient. And another one is create a coping plan. So think about the emotions you struggle with the most and decide in advance how you'll handle them. For example, if you know you get frustrated in meetings, then plan to use the deep breathing or take a short walk afterwards to reset. Right, interactive exercise time. So let's finish with an exercise you can try over the next 24 hours. Here's what I want you to do. 1, when you feel a strong emotion like stress or anger, pause. 2, take 3 slow, deep breaths. I want you to focus on each one. Next step, ask yourself, what am I feeling and what's the best way to handle this? 4, choose a response that aligns with your long-term goals, not just the immediate feelings in the moment. And then please come back and let me know in the comments how this exercise went. Did it help you manage a tricky situation better? And I'd love to hear your stories and even your strategies which I can share. Self-regulation takes practice, but the rewards are worth it. And by managing your emotions effectively, you're setting yourself up for success in all areas of life. In our next video, we'll dive into motivation, the 3rd pillar of emotional intelligence. Make sure you follow along and don't forget to share your experiences and feedback on the short video series of emotional intelligence. Thank you for joining me here, Paul, and I look forward to seeing you continue your journey on the next episode of Emotional Intelligence. So from me here at PNP Coaching, thank you very much, and I hope you're having, wherever you are in the world, And whatever time of day it is, you're having a great moment. And remember, pause, reflect, respond. Follow that, and you can truly enhance your self-regulation. Thank you very much. Goodbye.